Imagine this. The air is thick with the scent of summer, the sky painted with anticipation. It's the 4th of July, a day for family, fireworks, and celebration. A quintessentially American day. Then the rain starts. Not a gentle drizzle, but a sudden biblical downpour. The kind that swallows horizons and turns familiar landscapes into blurred sheets of water. This isn't a scene from a disaster movie. This is how July 4th, 2025 began for countless families across Central Texas. A day meant for joy quickly became a terrifying fight for survival. Imagine waking to the sound of a roaring torrent, realizing your home, your very ground, is dissolving beneath you, your world turning into a raging river. The Texas Hill Country, particularly Kerr County, was hit first and hardest. This wasn't just a storm, it was a meteorological anomaly, a mesoscale convective vortex unleashing an unprecedented 5 to 11 inches of rain in mere hours. In some localized areas, it even topped 20 inches. To put that in perspective, that's more rain than some regions receive in an entire season, all delivered in an apocalyptic burst. It was a 1,000-year rainfall event for certain areas, overwhelming everything in its path. The beloved Guadalupe River, usually a serene backdrop for picnics, tubing, and fishing, transformed into a terrifying, churning monster. Its banks, once inviting, now became a deadly funnel. In Hunt, Texas, the river gauge, built to withstand the elements, recorded a staggering 26-foot rise in just 45 minutes before it succumbed to the flood's force, topping out over 37 feet, a historical record. Think about that. 26 feet in less than an hour. The deafening roar of the water, the terrifying speed of its rise, it must have been the soundtrack to sheer terror for those in its path. There was no time to think, only to react. Panic gave way to instinct. For families like the Millers, nestled right along the Guadalupe, there was no warning that truly prepared them. The suddenness was a cruel blow. No time to secure belongings or even fully comprehend what was happening. One moment, they were preparing for a holiday barbecue. The next, the river was at their doorstep, then surging through their windows. "We literally had minutes," Sarah Miller recounted later, her voice still trembling, "to grab our kids, our dog, and run to the attic. My grandmother's photo albums, my husband's guitar, our entire life. It was all gone in what felt like seconds." The agonizing decision to leave everything behind, to prioritize life over possessions, is one no family should have to make. As the sun eventually broke through the oppressive clouds, it illuminated a landscape forever changed, a heartbreaking mosaic of brown, churning water, shattered homes, and the scattered fragments of countless lives. The air hung heavy with a silence broken only by the distant hum of machinery. And then a new sound filled the air, replacing the roar of the water, the rhythmic, powerful thump of helicopter blades. A sound that, for those stranded, desperate, and clinging to hope, meant salvation had finally arrived from above. The U.S. Department of Defense, primarily through the brave men and women of the Texas Army and Air National Guard, alongside the U.S. Coast Guard, launched an immediate and massive humanitarian response. These weren't just military assets, they were lifelines, angels descending from the sky into a chaotic, watery hell. Their crews pushed tirelessly, day and night, against the clock and the elements. Their mission was clear, urgent, and critical: search and rescue. Through relentless dedication, flying into treacherous conditions with limited visibility, over 525 individuals, trapped on rooftops, in attics, or clinging to debris, were plucked from the jaws of the flood. Each hoist, each precarious landing in the swirling currents, was a silent prayer answered. A desperate cry for help finally heard by those who refused to give up, both on the ground and in the air. Heroes in uniform defying the odds. Imagine being stranded, surrounded by nothing but churning water and wreckage. The terrifying isolation setting in, knowing help might not come. That was the grim reality for 80-year-old Margaret Johnson, clinging to a broken tree branch for what felt like an eternity. Hours passed, the cold setting in, before a Coast Guard MH-65E finally lowered a rescuer to her. "I thought it was over. I truly did," she whispered from her hospital bed, tears of relief in her eyes. "Then I saw that helicopter. It was the most beautiful sound, the most beautiful sight I'd ever experienced. My guardian angels," she said, her voice filled with profound gratitude. Her story is one of many, echoing across the ravaged landscape. As the floodwaters gradually receded, the true agonizing cost of the disaster became tragically clear across the vast Texan landscape. What the water left behind was a stark, muddy testament to its power. Over 130 precious lives were lost, with more than 100 people reported missing in the agonizing weeks that followed. Among them were many children caught in the rapid rise of the waters, particularly heartbreaking losses at summer camps along the river. Each number represents a unique person, a vibrant story cut short, a family forever altered by an unbearable void. The names and faces behind these statistics will never be forgotten. The economic impact is projected to be between $18 billion and $22 billion, a staggering blow to the state's infrastructure, its agriculture, and countless small businesses, the backbone of these communities. But how do you quantify the loss of a family heirloom, a lifetime of cherished memories, or the fundamental feeling of security that was stolen overnight? These are costs that no dollar amount can truly reflect. Neighborhoods that were once vibrant hubs of community, filled with laughter and daily life, were reduced to skeletal remains. Mud-caked foundations, twisted metal, every street a landscape of heartbreak and debris. "Our entire street looks like a war zone," said David Chen, surveying his destroyed hardware store from above. A business his family had built for 3 generations. The dream shattered. "It's not just wood and nails, you know? It's decades of hard work, a family legacy, gone in a single devastating day." This wasn't just physical destruction. It was a blow to the very identity of these places, to their history and future. But Texans are not easily broken. Even amidst the unimaginable mud and rubble, a new determination emerged, a spirit of resilience as vast as the state itself. The quiet resolve to rebuild, to reclaim, to recover. The U.S. Department of Defense, FEMA, USDA, and countless volunteers from across the nation are here, not just to clean up, but to help piece lives and communities back together, brick by painstaking brick. Our National Guard, whose focus shifted from immediate rescue, has now transitioned to long-term support. They are an enduring presence, offering comfort as much as assistance. They are distributing critical supplies, clearing vital roads, and offering a steady, reassuring presence to communities grappling with unimaginable loss. A handshake, a shared meal, a moment of quiet understanding. These small gestures mean everything. The outpouring of support has been truly incredible, stretching far beyond Texas's borders, demonstrating the profound empathy of humanity. It's a powerful reminder that in times of crisis, we are all connected. States like Arkansas, Arizona, and North Dakota sent aid and personnel. Even a dedicated search and rescue team from the Czech Republic arrived, proving that compassion and solidarity know no distance, no language barrier when humanity is in need. Volunteers, both local and from afar, tirelessly cleared debris, sorted donations, and offered hot meals. Organizations like Ground Force Humanitarian Aid and Disaster Tech Lab deployed rapidly, bringing both muscle and critical communication infrastructure. It's a testament to the fact that when disaster strikes, humanity rises to meet the challenge, reaching out a hand to those who have lost everything. This is the true spirit of community, forged in adversity. From high above, we continue to witness the profound scars etched into the land by the flood's relentless passage. They are a permanent reminder of nature's formidable power. But we also see something else, something equally powerful, the undeniable spirit of resilience, emerging like green shoots after a fire, the unwavering human will to overcome, to adapt, to push forward. The waters have receded, yes, but the resolve of Texas stands firm, stronger than ever. The commitment to their land, their communities, and each other is unbreakable. Every volunteer hand, every act of kindness, Every brick laid upon another is a testament to unwavering strength and collective purpose. It is a slow, arduous process, but it is moving forward day by day with unwavering determination. The road ahead is undeniably long, filled with daunting challenges that will test their resolve daily. Recovering from a 1,000-year flood event takes years, not months. It's a marathon, not a sprint. But this is Texas, and Texans don't back down. They rise, they innovate, they support their own. They are showing the world what true grit looks like, etched into every act of rebuilding. The Texas floods of July 2025 will forever be etched in history as a moment of profound natural devastation, a stark warning of what can be lost in an instant. But they will also be a profound story of human courage, incredible compassion, and the enduring, unbreakable spirit of the Lone Star State. A testament to the power of community in the face of overwhelming odds. Texas is healing. Texas is rebuilding. Texas is, and always will be, strong. A beacon of resilience for the world to see, demonstrating that even after the deepest devastation, hope and rebuilding always find a way.